Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your June general card reading. The title of your video was A Surge of Creativity. A surge of clarity, and I pulled a couple of cards while I was meditating on your reading that should clarify the title. The Queen of Water and the World card is really reminiscent of a past couple of readings of yours where you are in a very unlikely position, a very challenging position of completing something perhaps in an old way, something that prepared you for this new role that you are now applying in towards a new project, a new level of leadership, or a new creative organizing of a process, setting up a business. And that completion is clearly about your readiness. It may feel as though you are not ready to embrace the development of your own emotional growth and maturity, the development of a passion, which you're now willing to share with others in a way that empowers them to work similarly from a place of their own talents or gifts. This is what I often call as a place of strength, but it also requires a certain amount of vulnerability, which others may be very surprised to see you managing or leading a project in this particular manner. You're able to objectify the talents and abilities, the skill set of others in a way that allows you to better support them to be in that position of working from strengths. And this is recalling the lessons of your own emotional growth, your own development, so that you understand that the beauty, the value of vulnerability allows you to expose yourself in a way that supports others, that allows others to see you as a model for triumph, for overcoming obstacles, for sitting with uncomfortable truths and moving from a place of compassion and often forgiveness for ourselves and others in order to make something successful. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to turn this around, and I may be using this deck again. I'm never quite sure if I'm going to clarify. In the beginning of June, the Eight of Earth. You are diligent, you are committed to your work ethic, and the beauty that supports this overall surge of clarity around your emotional development and maturity is your work ethic. This is the bridge that links you to your own personal development, understanding that as you are better prepared, as you improve upon your skills and talents, upon yourself, your temperament, you gain greater balance, greater composure in responding to your responsibilities and obligations. You actually are prepared for opportunities that come your way, prepared to maximize those opportunities to their fullest abundance, prosperity, potential, security as part of the team. So this is you building something consistently, showing up every day. And for many of you, it is an exposure of the strength that has come about through this ability to be vulnerable. In the middle of June, the Six of Earths is describing the method by which you are actuating your creative process. Creative process being applied to any and all things that you do, as you have understood now that all of your most positive, successes and accomplishments come through the vehicle, the chalice of your own person, your own values, your own understanding of contracts that need to be explicit, the way in which you negotiate all exchanges of energy so that you are gaining as much value as you put in, so that you, as a natural provider, a leader, are understanding that you don't benefit, nor do others benefit, unless you allow members that you are working with, giving to give back to you. This is as much about letting yourself be loved, being acknowledged, be rewarded, receiving all of that, as it is balancing that with the needs of others and making sure that all contracts and agreements are clear. In the end of June, we have the Three of Water. This is about the support you have. This is about the emotional support you have, largely through friends, intimates, colleagues, siblings, any individuals. This can be teachers. This can be a member of the community who has known you for a long time, who you respect. But this circle of support allows you to stay vulnerable in a safe way, so that the experiences that you have working towards your goals or in your projects are vetted through your intimacy with them, through your ability to listen to the stories of overcoming obstacles among your intimate circle, and you sharing what you've learned, the entire range of your experiences on a particular journey to overcome an obstacle, to remove a blockage. And that support is valued by you, is celebrated by you in the end of the month. If this reading is resonating with you so far, Aquarius, please like this video. Please share it with others. Please comment below if you feel moved, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I've pulled regret. I know that I cannot change the past. I like that. And that's a powerful statement. From the Hummingbird Oracle, we have Let It Blossom. So before I read Let It Blossom, I want to talk a little bit about the incredible transition that you are engaged in right now. If you are releasing the past, if you're understanding that you cannot change it, but that it is an ongoing reference as you continue to mature and grow. This is where you find the forgiveness of self, the forgiveness for others. This is where you're compassionate with yourself for having withstood and overcome the experiences and the challenges that you have gone through. So I will now read Let It Blossom. The timing of the universe is precise and wise. With patience, care, and trust, the flowers you've been tending to will bloom in glorious beauty. This is particularly poignant to me as Aquarius. You are working more and more comfortably in the arena of your emotions, your feelings, understanding that the heart fuels your efforts. That heart is what leads you into the expression of your authenticity, who you actually are, and that we build upon that experience of the heart, but it comes from the heart. I'm going to clarify the Eight of Earth in the beginning of June with the Star card and the Five of Pentacles. You absolutely are incredibly hopeful. And I still get this almost discombobulated, disconnected sense about the way in which you were described or the way in which you have seen your zone, your box, and the way that you're changing that through this vision that you're now holding. It's very appropriate to me that you may have experienced a lot of challenge, a lot of lack, a lot of labeling from others that left you in a position where you may not have imagined that you could change that sense of who you were. It's actually through working with others and sharing the uh, emotional wisdom and maturity that you are experiencing, that you consciously are aware of, that has led you to recognize that the sense of labeling, the way that you have defined yourself, is no longer appropriate to what you've been able to accomplish. For many of you that I'm speaking to, you have far exceeded the expectations that were laid upon you. The way that teachers, schoolmates, uh, family members may have thought you were going to turn out, or the direction you were going to move in. You've moved far beyond that because you are understanding that how to build up your own sense of diligence, effort, perseverance. In the middle of June, the Six of Earth is clarified by the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. So Earth is Pentacles in the Good Tarot. So there are a lot of Pentacles here on the table, and you are moving from this place of feeling a need for protection. And that is it may be a habit or routine or behavior that comes about as the result of a challenging childhood or a strict or disciplined childhood where you were picked out and identified to go on a certain path. And you have, in many ways, automatically cling to those beliefs, that idea, the way in which others saw you for so long, out of habit. It's something that you defer to without even thinking about it. And that's something that you are breaking away from as you look at your actual interactions with others, how empowered you are, how clear you can be. The surge of clarity is helping you to balance all of your exchanges of energy. And as a result of that process, you are understanding or questioning, looking to invest in yourself in new ways so that you can maximize the results, the efforts, the abundance, the success of your goals. This is the result of you knowing that you are now on your path and that you are shifting and rebalancing the gifts that you were given, the skills that you learned coming into the world, and what you've been able to make of that. The way you've been able to sink into a larger vision that goes beyond what you were introduced to or conditioned into believing was true for you. In the end of June, the Lovers clarifies the Three of Waters and the Chariot. This is lovely. I do observe a little bit of a sequence here. So we have two sevens, which is lovely. We have a 4, 5, and 6. And a 17 reduces to 6. So and of course there's an 8, there's a 3. So I guess you're feeling my flow here. Things are stacking up in a very beautiful, productive way for you. I would say that your vision is the glaring clarity that you are receiving, that surge of clarity around your vision, around your goals, something I might add that can make you well known to a public. that you may be in a place of visibility, high visibility, so that what you say, what you do, what you're building is seen by a lot of other people. You still have many decisions to make, and where you are looking to make the best moves forward as the result of your many experiences, tried and true, trial and error. You are understanding how best to choose yourself. And that choosing yourself is what is allowing you to move beyond what others saw you, the glass ceiling, so to speak, that you have long surpassed, and that you may continue to abut, because that is part of this path you're on. You're sort of blazing a trail here in terms of generational karma or abundance. The Chariot card is reinforcing this idea that you are not only accepting who you are, your differences, you're not trying to blend in with others. Because you've learned how to invest in yourself, you're screening out a lot of the chaos or difficulties that others around you may be having, that you might have customarily in the past dropped what you were doing to tend to those things, creating one distraction after another. Those distractions holding you back from getting to your goals. However, at this time, you finally learn that it is not your job to solve others' problems, to fix their issues. Instead, you are accepting that you are uniquely built and designed to achieve a particular vision. And moving towards that is what is giving you a sense of movement and momentum, that surge of clarity that initially I titled that. And that title comes from the astrological weather. The sun is moving into Gemini, has moved into Gemini. There's a lot of cosmic energy around following the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse in April and Mars, respectively. So I'm going to finish up this reading for you, Aquarius, with a Yogic Path Oracle. And I sincerely hope that this is helpful for you, as I always try to come up with new ways to tell your story. And I pulled Tantra. And I'm going to look up and Tantra, the balance of masculine and feminine. You're expanding into liberation, moving past the dualistic mind that judges everything as right or wrong. You're headed for the greater truth that comes from integration. The structured masculine and flowing feminine within you are merging, allowing you to move toward infinite consciousness. The mature masculine within you creates presence, focus, stillness, and determination. The mature feminine within you results in creativity, flow, movement, sensuality, and nurturing. Both genders require a balance of these two energies. Continue to invite in all aspects of yourself, your light, your shadow, your Shakti, your Shiva, your cognition, your intuition. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, Namaste.